do that. He likes to kind of know what he's getting into.
Sure.
So yeah, it looks like Nickelcat might be playing Cloud here.
Yep.
Fonzo is a Mario main.
I believe that's what he played yesterday, Cloud. So.
Yeah, and he always rocks the America Mario because that's Fonz. Like he's
very good.
Yeah, he's that kind of kid. He's such a good dude. He is actually ranked, I believe, number 6 in Wisconsin currently.
Okay.
If I'm wrong, I'm very sorry. The reason I'm confused is because we're actually working on a new PR right now, where Fonz looks like he could be coming in at 4 or 5.
Wow.
So I'm like that. That's just why the numbers are a little confusing for me right now because I'm trying to put together my votes for who's going to be there.
No, of course.
And all that. And so yeah, he actually got his brand new Mario hat. He's kind of like almost like Dan in that he just loves the character.
Yeah.
Even if Mario was bad, he'd probably still be playing Mario.
Right, exactly. And that's that. I love it when they have like a character
like loyalty.
Loyalty to your character, like Triple R does. Throughout games.
The Golden Kirby of Legend, who we saw earlier, man, it was so good.
It was so cool.
Looks like we were going to be starting out on
hand warmers.
Yeah, hand warmers. I thought maybe
hoping.
Because that's right. Omegas are banned because of music things from Nintendo.
Yep.
Nickelcat, though, unfortunately, I don't know a whole lot about this man. I heard a little bit from Ori, the Pulse and TO of Michigan, that Nickelcat has a couple of notable wins on like the Michigan PR.
Sure.
Like he knows what he's doing.
Okay.
And that he's also kind of just started like working his way up through the ranks.
Sure.
So this is definitely. I mean, I wouldn't say that Fonz is a signature win because it's still Wisconsin. Like we used to be Free Wisconsin. Now we're like Dollar General Wisconsin.
Free Wisconsin. Dollar General Wisconsin. Okay.
Like we're no longer free, but you can still get us in the discount bin.
Yeah.
But Fonz, is the kind of player that in 6 months from now we could see him up in the likes of JJ and Rockets and that in the Midwest. So we're going to Town and City here. Tell me about this pick.
I like this pick against. Well, wow, Nickelcat's going on to Greninja now. He did play Greninja yesterday, but he did play Cloud for a little while. So I guess he was maybe just warming up with Cloud to understand some.
I mean, everybody has a Cloud, so.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, everyone has a pocket Cloud. But I like this pick against for both these two, actually. I mean, I think Greninja does well in Town and City. A lot of room to move around. Mario has a lot of taxi platform combos, but Fons with the cape.
Dude, and the taunt. That's Fons right there to a T. This like he knows how to make the crowd hype. Like he knows his capes, he knows his dunks, he knows like his combo mix up, everything like that. So that's an early stock, and that puts Nickelcat in the hole. What can he do to come back?
Nickelcat needs to find some combos. He needs to find some up tilts in the neutral here, and he needs to. This was what we was lacking yesterday, actually, was the combo game with Greninja. It looked like he was just trying to find reads and forward airs and stuff like that, but wasn't finding anything that was keeping Mario juggled in the air. So that was a big problem for him yesterday, and it's going to be a problem right now as we're seeing.
Yeah, and I mean, Fons is, he's up there at 90%. A couple of things that Greninja can kill around this percent if he gets a good lead into it. But his own damage is climbing, and he has to be careful about that because Fons knows how to finish stocks.
Right. And that was really close to killing there. Got that single hit on the up B.
And and that's actually something that he's been working on a lot. He's been talking to Ally and Anti and stuff, on reaching them to them on Twitter and being like, where can I find that one single hitbox, and like what kind of combos can I get into that?
Sure.
We actually saw him breakdance that stock away and take the game in a 2-stock, it looked like. So.
Yeah, that was. So Fonz probably feeling pretty good about that. Nickelcat, not so much, I'm sure. Get some water.
Do you what kind? I mean, obviously we mentioned the combos. What are you thinking for stages here for Greninja? I mean, we know that he has a very combo-oriented game, and he can kind of control the stage with that shuriken.
Yeah.
What are you thinking for stage?
I think Greninja players, just in general, like Duck Hunt.
That's true.
I know they love Duck Hunt. They like the big stages to move around in.
I actually have something on that. At Tales of Jank, Fonz went up against Shinjobi.
Oh,
and
wow.
Shinjobi counterpicked in Game 3 to Duck Hunt.
Okay.
And Fonz had the momentum, and then he got to Duck Hunt, and he shut it down. So I guarantee Fonz immediately banned that stage.
Sure. Well, then Smashfield is going to make sense. This doesn't really give any... I mean, it's not a lot to either character. In the meta that it is right now, when you're counterpicking stages, it's like you have to think of how it's benefiting your character, but also how it's benefiting the other person's character.
Right, yeah. I was talking to MBD a little bit earlier when we were going together at Midwest Mayhem 2, or Midwest Mayhem 3. We were going over like kind of matches and matchups and stuff like that. And he said that if you really want to get good at the counterpicking stage meta, that you should counterpick for yourself, not against your opponent. Like, do what's good for you as a player, not a character, not an account. It's do what you need to do for you. Oh! But Fonz is doing what he needs to do for him.
Bye-bye.
game 1, gets a dunk game 2.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Nickelcat's got to be feeling a little worried right now.
So we all know that Sage, our delightful owner of Unrivaled Tournaments, puts on these amazing monthly highlight reels. You think this one might get on there?
Yeah, I think Fons might be making it this month.
That was incredible. And Nickelcat's been on his back foot since the beginning.
Right.
He's never been able to find a way to get in. Fons is just absolutely going in on this man.
Oh, and Fons, again with the up B combo.
Already at 70% is Nickelcat.
And again, these forward smashes, he's trying to get these reads. I mean, he's really fishing for a kill here. Nickelcat is.
Yeah, he's a little desperate.
Yeah, Fons is just holding stage and keeping it.
Oh, he eats the spicy meatball.
Yikes, that's going to do it.
And Fons with a very vigorous handshake. Yeah. Nickelcat shaking his head. That's okay. He's got losers to come back in. Greninja is a character that is on the come up, so totally possible that we could see him a little bit later. Good job with Fons, though, moving on.
Oh my goodness, that was something.
That was hype. That was a good way to way to bring us into the top 96 of Wave 2.
Yikes.